Hallo zusammen, mein Name ist Christian Meuter vom Visit USA Komitee und ich begrüße euch alle ganz herzlich zu einem neuen Webinar aus unserer Reihe Neu bei Visit USA. Wie ihr sehen könnt, heute geht es zweimal nach New York City. Wir gehen zum Empire State Building und zum Rockefeller Center. Also wir gucken uns zwei der am Abstand bekanntesten Attraktionen der Stadt an. And now we move on to another icon of New York City, which will be the Rockefeller Center. So Laura, the stage is yours. Tell us all about the Rockefeller Center. And I think you would like to start with a survey as well, right? So let's find out if more people have visited the Rockefeller Center. So everyone should have a question popping up in the chat right now. So let's see how that goes. Are you at the Rockefeller Center right now, Laura? Oh, I think you're muted still.
Apologies.
Yeah.
Guten Tag. That's the extent of my Deutsch. I'm sorry. Maybe next year we'll have a little bit more. My name is Laura Dulligan, and I am usually in Rockefeller Center today at home in New Jersey, so I could have some peace and quiet for the webinar. But most days you can find me at Rockefeller Center.
Okay, got it.
Yes.
So let's see. So like 2/3 haven't been to Rockefeller Center yet, 60%. And then it's about spread out evenly among before 2005, between 2005 and 19, and 11% have been there after 2019.
Great. So, for those of you who have not been to Rockefeller Center yet, we definitely would love to welcome you. So please let me know when you're ready to visit. And then the reason I asked for the other dates, Rockefeller Center, New York icon, has been around since the 1930s. However, Top of the Rock observation deck reopened in 2005. So that's why I asked the first 2005 before or after. And then since post-COVID, we have definitely had a lot of changes, which you're going to see in the presentation. So that was why I broke it up into those times. We, again, very iconic, but also constantly changing. And we welcome you to return, even if you've been to Rockefeller Center before. So Top of the Rock observation deck, we, love that the Empire State Building went before us. So you can visit the Empire State Building. And then if you want to come to Top of the Rock, you can actually see the Empire State Building from our view. So we have 360-degree views of the entire city because we have decks on the north, south, east, and west sides. So you can get a full view. We have a beautiful view of Central Park. And of course, from, facing south, you can see Empire State Building, One World Trade Center, Statue of Liberty. So lots to see. We also have 3 different levels. So we have indoor, and then we have another floor that has glass. And then our 70th floor is totally unobstructed. So lots of beautiful views, and definitely a must-see if you're going to come to Rockefeller Center. And to Top of the Rock, we have had some very recent updates, which we're excited to talk about. The first one being, you may have seen in the press that we opened up our new beam experience last December. So the photo, there's a black and white photo of 11 men sitting on top of a steel beam, eating their lunch. They don't have the ground under them. So a little scarier than what we've recreated. But in December of last year, we opened at Top of the Rock. We actually have 2 of them. And unlike, this is a rendering, this photo, but you are strapped in. It will lift you up 3 meters in the air, slowly rotate around. You'll get to take in that view of Central Park. You'll be facing Central Park. It will slowly turn back around, and then it will take your picture. And so you'll be able to recreate that iconic photo. And that digital photo is included with your beam ticket. So that's been really exciting. Have had a lot of celebrities on the beam, which I'll show you in a later slide, has gotten a lot of really exciting press. So that's been really exciting and great opening for us. Then we also have in the top right corner, you will see the Weather Room Cafe, and also pictured in the bottom right corner. So the Weather Room Cafe also opened late November, and that is on the 67th floor of Top of the Rock. So they have coffee, hot chocolate, pastries. Hopefully in the coming months, we'll have our liquor license and you can host with a beer or a glass of champagne, but that's still in progress. In the meantime, though, it's open while Top of the Rock is open. It's open to the public. So it's a nice place to sit and relax. There's some high tables, some couches. So you can, have a tea or a coffee and a little pastry and still take in those beautiful views.
Do you need to have a reservation beforehand?
Nope. It's just open.
Okay, perfect. Yeah.
Yep. And anyone feel free to stop and ask questions. Happy to answer. So yeah, this is available. If you have a Top of the Rock ticket, you have access to the Weather Group Cafe.
Yeah, looks great.
Yeah. And then coming soon, so we have lots of changes still coming. As you can see in this photo, this is called Skylift, and it is opening October of this year. So this will be on the 70th floor, which is the top floor of Top of the Rock observation deck. It's going to lift you up 10 meters in the air, also rotate around, and you'll get true 360-degree views of the city. If anyone has been to New York recently, or maybe not in a while, you'll see that in New York, they just keep building taller buildings, especially along the Central Park side. They have a lot of tall, very tall new skyscrapers. So our answer to that is also to keep building up so that people can get that amazing, beautiful view. So that is coming in October of this year. And we also have in June of this year, we have a new mezzanine experience coming. So this is right before you go up into the elevators, after we go through security, we'll have, instead of just, kind of standing in line, there will be videos, some interactive experiences that people can take pictures with. And it will really tell that story of Rockefeller Center, the construction of Rockefeller Center, give some history insight, and also just some fun little things to add to your experience. So, for example, as we know, Christmas is very big at Rockefeller Center with the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree. So more on that, maybe some little virtual snow falling to get people really excited to go up to Top of the Rock. And as I mentioned before, the beam has been getting a lot of press. We've had some really exciting celebrity visits, famous athletes, singers, pop stars. So that's been the Today Show cast. So that's been really fun for us. And here you can see in the picture with David Beckham, that's what the actual beam looks like. So there are 2 of these beams and they fit 7 people each. And then, of course, Top of the Rock is our crown jewel of Rockefeller Center, but there's so many other things you can do while you're in Rockefeller Center. So that has been something that's been really exciting for us as a team to promote Rockefeller Center as a full destination and not just Top of the Rock. Of course, you can't go to Rockefeller Center and not visit Top of the Rock, but there's so many other things you can do while you're here. So one of those is the rink. And the ice skating rink is open from October through March. So it will be closing at the end of next week for the season and then reopen again in October. It's been really nice in New York last week. So it's been funny seeing people in T-shirts skating, but you can see, at all times throughout that fall and winter season. Of course, it is super memorable when the Christmas tree is up. The Christmas tree arrives mid-November, and then it's always lit the Wednesday after Thanksgiving, which is the last Thursday in November, or third. Now I'm blanking on Thanksgiving, end of November. And so the Christmas tree is always lit kind of end of November time.
And how long is it up? Until Christmas?
It is up until actually after Christmas. It usually is around the first or second week of January. So this year it came down January 10th. Okay. So that's actually a really good time for people to visit. I mean, everyone loves holidays in New York City, but I know it can be very costly. So actually a good time to visit is after New Year's because a lot of the holiday displays, the rink is open, the tree is still up and lit, the Saks Fifth Avenue window displays are still up. So you still get that feeling of Christmas, but it is a little bit more affordable and definitely less crowded. It does get very crowded. So people have started to come. The tree lights up at 5 a.m. and people start lining up then, which is crazy. And then it's lit until 1 or 2 a.m. every single night. So it's lit for about 20 hours a day.
Yeah.
And then we kind of talked about the holidays already, because again, how do you talk about Rockefeller Center without talking about the holidays? In addition to the tree, there's a bunch of other Christmas themed activities that you can do while here at the center. So we have a Santa photo. So they've recreated this winter wonderland space where families can come take their photo with Santa. We also have our ski chalets. So as you can see, and I just got a question about a VIP area at the ice rink. So that is either these chalets that you can rent out, or if you can kind of see in the bottom right photo, like it's hard to see. I can try and send a picture after. There is an area for people that have VIP skating tickets, and that's a little less crowded when, you know, taking your skates off, getting ready. I should have said with my last talking about the rink, your rink ticket, they have skate rentals available, and the locker comes with your skate ticket, so you have a place to put your stuff. They have hot chocolate available. They have a retail store, and they also have little skate aids. So for young children, they have these cute penguins that help you skate. Not for adults, unfortunately. I have tried. I am not an ice skater. But yeah, so back to kind of the Christmas theme. So we have these ski chalets that you can see in this photo here. And these are fits up to 8 people, and you can rent them by the hour. And they are situated along the rink. This year we had a Christmas decoration partner, Balsam Hill, and they decorated each of these chalets with a different theme, which was really beautiful. So that's a nice way to kind of complement your experience. You have that view of the rink and the tree, but these are heated. They have food and beverage service, so you'll have a waiter who will bring you drinks and food as well.
Nice.
And then VIP experiences. So we've really upped our VIP experiences this year and improved them. In early December of last year, we opened a VIP lounge. So this is right next to the Top of the Rock entrance, and anyone who has a VIP Top of the Rock pass or a VIP Rock Pass, which I'll explain what that is in a bit, they get to start there. They have comfortable seating. They have coffee and tea and water. You have a private bathroom. So kind of similar to that airport lounge experience where you have somewhere to relax while you wait for your tour guide to come and start your tour. They have a closet. So if you want to store, if you've been shopping and you want to store your bags there and not have to carry them around on the tour, you can do that as well. So that is our new VIP lounge. And then some of our VIP products. So for the VIP Top of the Rock Pass, this is an elevated version of the Top of the Rock experience. So you'll start in our lounge, and then you'll have a private guide. So this is up to 15 people in these VIP experiences. So you'll have a guide, and you'll cut the lines. They'll take you up. If the Rainbow Room is available and not used for another event, they'll give you private access to the iconic Rainbow Room event space. If not, you'll go straight up to the top, again, cutting those lines, and they'll take you around the 3 floors of Top of the Rock. The beam ticket is included with the VIP Top of the Rock Pass. So this is actually currently the only way for the travel trade to have access to the beam. Otherwise, they'll just have to buy at retail. So if there's anyone that we have, a reseller agreement with, they can sell these VIP Top of the Rock passes, and this will include the beam. You'll get to cut the line on the beam as well. And then VIP Rock Pass is everything that I just mentioned with VIP Top of the Rock Pass, but also with the Rockefeller Center walking tour. So this is about hour-long walking tour of Rockefeller Center. So that will be going over the history of how they built Rockefeller Center. There's a lot of art pieces actually throughout the center. There was a Diego Rivera mural at the 30 Rock lobby, and you'll learn what happened to that and how it got replaced because he offended John D. Rockefeller. There's sculptures, the famous Atlas sculpture, the Prometheus sculpture at the rink. So you really get that in-depth information about Rockefeller Center as a whole. And then you'll see in this bottom right photo, you'll get access to one of our private rooftop gardens at Rockefeller Center. So this is St. Patrick's Cathedral, Saks Fifth Avenue. You've maybe seen this in one of the Spider-Man movies, in one of the John Wick movies. So it's beautiful and a really, really nice way to get to experience the whole center. I saw there's another question about how long to visit Top of the Rock. Mm-hmm. So I would say if you're just going to Top of the Rock, I would budget about 30 minutes to an hour, to get up to the top. And then you're going to want to experience all three levels. Especially there's different, you have the North View, the South View. You can take as much time as you want up there. Once you're up there, there's no time limit on how much you spend. So some people, it's very, very busy at sunset, but it's very popular because people like to come before sunset, watch the sunset, and then experience that nighttime view. Mm-hmm. But I would say probably 30 minutes to an hour to get your full experience. Mm-hmm. And then I kind of touched on the Rockefeller Center tour as I was talking about the VIP Rock Pass a little bit, but you can also, if you just want to do the walking tour, you can do the walking tour on its own. I really enjoy it. I grew up 15 minutes outside of New York City, and I took the tour when I first started at Rockefeller Center about a year ago, and I learned a lot that I didn't know. So I think it's very informative. It is currently only available in English. They give you headsets so that you can hear the guide better because you are walking around in the public. And as of right now, that's only in English. If that changes in the future, we will definitely be letting people know, as that's something on our list. Has not happened yet, but definitely something that we would like to look into. And then we recently started a junior version of the tour. So this is recommended for families with children about ages 6 to 12. And they have tailored the tour to make it a little more interactive and fun. They get like a gift bag at the end. They have kind of like a scavenger hunt. So they make it really engaging for children. And that's been really fun for families. And the families, of course, can still join. We want the parents obviously to be there with the kids, but we'd say about the kids ages 6 to 12. Mm-hmm. And then just to give kind of an overview of what products we do have available. I think I kind of went into all of these, but just so you can see it when we send this presentation after that's all laid out. So this is what is available to the public and to the travel trade as well. So we kind of touched on all of these. The one thing I think I didn't really touch on is there's, during the holiday season, a holiday edition of the VIP Rock Pass. So with that, you get the Santa photo that I spoke about. And there's also a Christmas tree photo. So if you've ever been to Rockefeller Center during Christmas time, you know that it is very, very crowded and difficult sometimes to get that perfect shot of the tree. So we have an area that is reserved for this photo so that you get the perfect angle of the Christmas tree in the background. Similar to Empire State Building, we also relaunched our ticketing system at the end of last year. And so we have a new B2B portal. We also have a group sales team, so you can reach out to them to help with your reservations. And we have, same as Empire State, some API connectivity for those OTAs and larger partners that have the technical capabilities. So happy to talk through what method of booking makes most sense for your business. And we can talk about that. I'll give you my contact information at the end. So those are the main attractions and ticketed things that you can buy at Rockefeller Center. But I definitely also wanted to touch on some of the other things you can do while you're here. You really can spend a half day or a full day here at the center, and there's something for everybody. So after you've done all your activities, we have over 40 dining options, from quick grab and go, pizza, salad, sushi, to fine dining and sit down restaurants. And our sit down restaurants, a lot of them are new post 2020. So if you haven't been in a while, I definitely recommend coming back and spending some time eating here. All of the chefs for these new sit down full service restaurants, they have other restaurants within New York City. So they're very local, authentic New York chefs. That was really important to us because, we love all the tourists that come. We have so many tourists that come, but Rockefeller Center is also an office complex. So we have a lot of locals, a lot of office tenants. And I think that's what makes it so special here, because we have, truly a mix of everyone, which is very, very, that's what New York is all about. And then we have private dining rooms and large spaces if you're looking for that. Shopping, of course, Rockefeller Center there's so many different kinds of places to shop. FAO Schwartz, the famous toy store, the one that was in Big with the giant piano, used to be more in Times Square. They reopened in Rockefeller Center. So that is in 30 Rock. We have high-end shopping, Tiffany's, Brooks Brothers. We have more New York-based stores. So McNally Jackson is a New York-based bookstore. The NBC Studio store. So NBC is still located within 30 Rockefeller Plaza. Their offices are still there. Tonight Show is still filmed there, SNL, all of that. They have a store as well where you can purchase things from there. So lots to do at Rockefeller Center. Like I said, you truly can spend a half day, a full day here, and there's something for everybody, which I find really special. And that's it from me. Here is my contact information. Please feel free to reach out. Like I said, we have a bunch of different ways to book, so we'll find what makes most sense for you. We have access to all these products, and I would love to see you all at Rockefeller Center. So let me know if you have any questions.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Laura. Well, I'm surprised one question didn't pop up yet. So regarding the tickets,
yes.
What's the average difference between the regular Top of the Rocks ticket and the VIP Top of the Rocks tickets? Is there?
Yeah, so there's definitely a cost difference, and just at retail, the regular Top of the Rocks starts at $40. There is peak pricing during those sunset hours, and that varies on time of year and when the sunset actually is. And then the VIP is $160.
Yeah. Okay.
And again, that's retail. So.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, so just that everyone has a feeling for the increase. Yeah, perfect. Thank you very much. So if you have any other questions for Janine or for Laura, please feel free to ask them now. We'll just take a very quick look at our next webinar, which will be Condor and Hawaii. So yay, Hawaii is back with Visit USA. They haven't been with us for quite a few years. Now they're back, of course, very famous, very special travel destination for German travelers. So this is going to be a very interesting webinar. And of course, Condor, with all these connections they have to the US at the moment. I think this is going to be a very special and interesting webinar for everyone. So that's going to be on April 10th at 10 a.m. in the morning. So, well, if there's no other question coming up, my last duty for today is to thank Laura, to thank Janine, and Uriah. Thanks for the great webinar, for the great presentations, and have a great rest of the day.
Thank you, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.